When you see fish that's this fresh and high quality, you know you've walked into a very special all-you-can-eat spot. Hey guys, this is Steve from Rockstar Eater, and in today's video, I'm taking you on the ultimate all-you-can-eat sushi tour in Los Angeles. All-you-can-eat sushi is one of the most popular menus that you can find in Los Angeles. You're gonna hit up some spots that are very good and some not quite as good, which is why in this video, I'm gonna fill you in on the best places that you need to eat at. 3 restaurants, 3 menus, 1 mega experience. And if you guys are new to this channel, please take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell because it posts these food and travel videos weekly you don't want to miss out on. So go ahead, do that right now. And with that being said, let's go to the first all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant. The tour begins with Here Fishy Fishy, located in Koreatown. Many consider this to be the best all-you-can-eat sushi spot in LA, and for good reason. They use some of the highest quality fish you'll find in such a restaurant. Priced at $55 a person, this is one of the most expensive all-you-can-eat sushi menus you can find in Los Angeles. But you are paying for premium quality, so if you focus on those items, then you're gonna pretty much get your money's worth. And this is indeed my favorite restaurant of the 3. And this is everything for round number 1, going all out with my premium items, such as the orange salmon. So this is salmon sashimi with the orange ponzu sauce. Pretty nice, huh? And that one is called the Double Trouble. So it's minced coral that is seared. Very unique sushi. Don't think I've ever seen something like that before. And then over here, we have what's called the Screaming Orgasm. Yeah, very graphic name. So it's pretty much seared tuna with the Haus special sauce. And then right here, Haus special abalone. Yeah, definitely get this one because this is very expensive if you get it at any restaurant. It's very fresh, I can see. And then right here, we got tuna poke. And then right here, we got some sushi tacos, it looks like. Good appetizer. So we got tuna right there. And then that one is salmon. And right here is shrimp. And then down here, we have the pork chashu. So it's a pork bun, kind of like the ones you find in the Japanese ramen restaurants. And to the right, that one is bacon asparagus. And then that one is bacon and scallops. Oh, it looks so good. And then coming over here, I've had this one many times. I always love it. The Spider-Man. So it's soft shell crab that's deep fried with carrot puree. And we also got some pork sausage, another one of the new additions to the menu. Looks like it comes with some ketchup. And one of my favorites I get all the time. This is the baked green mussels. You see, what did I tell you? These are my premium items. Now this stuff you really have to take advantage of, especially if you're paying $55 for this meal. So we got some halibut to the left, as well as some salmon belly. And the third one is the toro. Yes, really expensive stuff. And some jumbo scallop. Looks like it's like a sashimi. And then right there is salmon egg. And the uni, which is sea urchin. And the amaebi, which is sweet shrimp. And this one is the lemon roll. Oh yeah, one of my favorites whenever I come here. Oh yeah, so you got crab meat inside, avocado, salmon on top, lemon, you see it, very small pieces, and garlic ponzu sauce. And this is another new item that's on the menu, their Cajun salmon roll. So in here, it looks like we got spicy crab meat, salmon with Cajun sauce on top, and it's been seared, and some fried onions. Maybe I'll get started by trying some of this salmon sashimi. It already has that orange ponzu sauce. Eat it together with that piece of orange. I never knew that orange can taste so good with salmon. Sweet flavor of the orange. It actually works with the salmon. What a good combination. Oh yeah, this is one of the most interesting ways that I've had salmon sashimi. Really good, especially that orange ponzu sauce. Top stuff. That's like one of my favorite things to get at a sushi restaurant. It's slightly crunchy, and that I think it's like kizami wasabi that's on top of it, but it's really good. But look at that salmon belly. That is fatty right there. So creamy and so rich. I'm telling you, once you've had salmon belly, it's like you just want to get it all the time. But you know what I want to get all the time is some of that toro. Oh yeah. That thing also melts in your mouth. The slices, I mean, they're not terribly big, but then at the same time, the rice is not so stuffed in the bottom too. So you get less rice, so it wouldn't be as filling. Don't eat that. Tastes like it just came right out of the sea. Whoa, raw shrimp. Yes, yes. Oh yeah. You see, I'm enjoying my premium items. See, that's my happy dance. Woo! Oh yeah, that scallop just melts in your mouth. That also tastes like the ocean right there. And look at that sea urchin. Looks pretty fresh. So far, I'm liking everything. I mean, I've had this already 2 times before in the past, but still, tastes as good as ever. Oh yeah, even those salmon eggs just pop in your mouth. So flavorful. And now it's time to try the abalone. I mean, I've had this many times in the past, but first time trying it here at Here Fishy Fishy. Crunchy, so fresh, and even buttery too. Because they torched the butter on top and I taste it. That actually does give it a good flavor. And this one is the screaming orgasm. Okay, I'm not gonna scream because that would be kind of inappropriate, but I will tell you that it tastes really good. That thing is smoky, and like I said, it uses their Haus special sauce, which is nice and creamy. And that tuna poke looks so appetizing. I mean, it looks so good. Look at it, guys. They have like a whole bunch of it back there. It's like I could really get a spoon and just eat it all like ice cream. Wow, that is so fresh. It looks like there's some of that seaweed salad inside too. Really amazing combination. Really. This is like some of the best tuna poke I've had in an all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant. And then I see my favorite up there. This is the Spider-Man. Look at that. Oh, that thing is fried perfectly. This is really one of the most genius inventions. Carrot puree with the soft-shell crab. Oh, so sweet. Almost tastes like a dessert. I love it. I want to try one of these new items on the menu, like this one. That is so crunchy. Asparagus, really good. That's like a good combination. I mean, I think you should really focus more on the sushi when you come to restaurants like this, like sashimi and nigiri. But totally, these are very tasty. It's so worth it. So you got, looks like 2 different bacon skewer dishes. One with asparagus and one with scallops. Which one do I like better? They're both really good. Just get both of them. Trying some of that sushi taco too. You see that with that crispy wonton shell? Wow, that's sweeter than I thought. Okay. So as you can see, they have a lot of items on the menu that's not really traditional Japanese. A lot of house specialties. But if you end up ordering it, I would say it's pretty worth it because so far everything here is tasty. Yeah, premium items, appetizers, skewers. I mean, it's like you just want to eat it all. Even though everything in this section, which I had, is limited to 1 order per customer, everything here, unlimited. Yeah, so this is pretty much like what you would find in all the all-you-can-eat sushi restaurants with some of their own unique inventions. And so round number 2 begins. This is the rainbow roll. This you'll find in pretty much every all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant. So inside we got crab meat, cucumber, we got fish on top, 5 different kinds from what the menu says, and mustard ponzu sauce. And then another roll that caught my eye on the menu, which is always subjective, but I think the baked lobster roll is worth getting. It has crab meat, avocado, lobster salad, more crab meat, mayo, and eel sauce all over the top. And this one is called the freshman roll. I think I've had this before at the other location, but I always like to get it again because this is a no rice roll. Yeah, less carbs. So we got tuna, salmon, red snapper, shrimp, sprouts, crab meat, avocado wrapped with cucumber. Yeah, that's pretty interesting, huh? And gobo. And this one is my other nigiri platter, non-premium, but still looks pretty good. Those are some baby scallops. And we got some red snapper. And right there, we got some albacore. And this one is the lemon salmon. And down here, bluefin tuna. Right here, surf clam and octopus. And then we got one of my favorites, freshwater eel, unagi. And then that one is the yellowtail, the yuzu yellowtail. So you see the sushi, the rice ratio, how little rice they put in there so it doesn't fill you so quickly. That's actually a pretty good thing. Now the slices itself, I mean, it's not the biggest piece I've seen in an all-you-can-eat, but still, you can get as much of it as you want, all you can eat, right? That's pretty awesome. Good flavor. Bluefin tuna is not exactly as rich as toro, but still tastes great. Better than regular tuna. Wow, that's really good tasting. I'm telling you, once you put this lemon wedges on top, it makes it pretty sour, but it really makes the flavor like explode. And just to change up the textures a little bit, maybe it's a good idea to get stuff like octopus, right? Crunchy. Crunchy, crunchy. I mean, it's not my favorite sushi, but I like to get it because, like I said, I can't just have like everything that's melt in your mouth. It just gets boring after a while. But then you can also get stuff like freshwater eel. Oh yeah. Really one of my favorite sushi, freshwater eel. This one is pretty soft and pretty warm too. Now this is pretty interesting. This is one of the two sushi burritos on the menu. I got the monkey burrito, which has spicy tuna, spicy crab meat, avocado, shrimp tempura, soy paper outside, and that yum yum and eel sauce on the side, which is all that. Yeah, first time having a sushi burrito. Wow, that's good. That sauce is so sweet. Okay, lots of flavor. You see all that tuna and avocado inside crab meat? The other one is with the bulgogi, but I didn't want bulgogi with my sushi. I just want like fish. Yeah, it's a filler, but it's good though, especially if you love rolls. Speaking of rolls, look at what we got here. Lobster roll. Yep, gotta get to my rolls too. That baked mayo on top is awesome. I always like baked mayo that's been torched or baked in the oven. It's like so comforting when you eat it, nice and warm. And now on to the rainbow roll. I'm more of a nigiri and sashimi type of person, but I'm getting these rolls just so I can show you guys some of the ones they have here at this restaurant. And it is very popular here, so might as well try it, right? Rainbow roll has a lot of flavor. So it's essentially a California roll with 5 different fish on top. And this one already has a sauce, so I don't think you need to put soy sauce on it. But you can always, if you want more, totally up to you. Some people really like soy sauce on their sushi. Are you one of those guys? There are quite a few good all-you-can-eat sushi restaurants around LA, and Here Fishy Fishy is always a good bet. Every time I came here, I was always happy with the food, so you can't go wrong with it. And this location here on Western and 4th Street, like I said, they have an expanded menu, even though it is a little pricier, $54.99, but you get more items, and they taste great, no complaints. Even this ice cream, I'm digging it. So yes, remember that here on Western And 4th Street, Here Fishy Fishy. But if the other location on Wilshire is more convenient to you, go there. They got a really nice, awesome big space. Both of them, same great food. The tour continues with Tokyo House, located in downtown LA. This is the only all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant in Little Tokyo, and it does a great job in delivering premium sushi selections in a very nice setting. It starts at $39.99, where you can get all your favorite appetizers, sushi nigiri, and sushi rolls. But I recommend going with the $55 premium option because that's when you're going to get the best selection of fish. And this is really the way you want to go, especially if you're eating sushi. You have to get it done right. So you know me, working from top to bottom. Let's see what we got here. So that one is the squid, and then we have albacore, as well as salmon and yellowtail. And down here we got tuna. Look at that color. Wow, and the slices are pretty big too. Yes, and then there's also octopus, as well as lemon pepper salmon. And look, even more nigiri. So the one to the left is the tobiko, which are fish eggs. Look how small they are. So you got the red and the black color, as well as spicy scallop sushi and regular scallop sushi. And this is always one of my favorite things to get in the roll section. Yeah, the lemon flush roll. So this has spicy crab meat inside with scallop, and then on the outside, it looks like there's salmon, lemon slices, as well as spicy soy mustard glaze all over. And don't you like the fact that it always comes with that piece of flour? Reminds me of Hawaii. So just to fill you in on some details, this restaurant is here in the Weller Court, 2nd floor, 2-hour free validated parking. I mean, you got a lot of really good selections here. They give you pretty big slices. Like, let me show you. See if I can pick it up. So this is the slice of the fish itself, but then look at the rice underneath. Wow, good rice ratio, right? So it's not like they're putting so much rice underneath so that they would fill you up. Now, I don't know if you guys like octopus, but I just get it because it kind of adds something different to the overall taste, because you don't want everything just to be like, just melt in your mouth like fish, right? You want something that's kind of crunchy, something that tastes a little different, right? But now, here's something that I know is going to be pretty rich tasting. It's my favorite one so far. But then again, I've only had 3, so. But it's really good though. Very fresh tasting. It's smoky because it's been torched, peppery, kind of has a little bit of a lemon flavor. Yeah, very rich tasting. Albacore is also one of my favorite things to get at a sushi restaurant. So some of the fish is already, has its own sauce on it, so you don't have to dip everything into the soy sauce. Unless you're a soy sauce type of person, then you know, kind of take it easy with some of them. So in contrast to the lemon pepper salmon, this one I think has more of a true to form salmon flavor. I mean, I think between the two, I like the lemon pepper salmon more because it has more flavor and complexity, but you seriously cannot go wrong with regular salmon. And you know what else you can't go wrong with? Is a good yellowtail. Oh yeah.
Can I just do like shrimp? Can you tell me just shrimp?
Ooh, I love it. That thing melts in your mouth. Okay, really good stuff. All right, let's give the sushi roll a try.
Yeah, those look really good. But yeah, no. So
This one is packed with flavor. And you know what else I didn't expect is that it's kind of spicy because the inside is spicy crab. I don't think I've had a lemon roll like this before. So if you guys like the flavor of that lemon roll, you know, with the sourness, the rich taste of the salmon, spicy crab, then this is going to be the roll you should get on the menu. It's one of the popular ones here, so I mean, you should get it either way. All right, what about some tobiko? That looks pretty awesome, right?
yeah, that was good. I told him yesterday, I said, this one is so good.
It tastes so like grainy because they're so small, these pieces of egg. I mean, I think personally, I like the salmon eggs better, you know, those large ones that pops in your mouth. But I always like trying something new all the time. And just to let you know, they do have riceless rolls on the menu, such as the cucumber rainbow roll. So for $11.75, you can get this beautiful thing with tuna, salmon, yellowtail, tilapia, crab meat, avocado on the inside, and then the actual cucumber wrap on the outside with the soy mustard and ponzu sauce. I think these cucumber rolls are so interesting. It really hits differently than eating a traditional rice roll. I feel that it's more, how do I say, like refreshing, crunchier, and there's a lot more fish that you feel inside your mouth. So just like a whole bunch of assorted sashimi going into your mouth with the crunchiness of the cucumber. It feels so, how do I describe, like earthy, but it's awesome though. Yeah, you should get this one if you're looking for the riceless roll. Thank goodness, yellowtail collar, which is one of my favorite appetizers to get. So it's basically baked yellowtail collar, and then you get ponzu sauce right there. If you've never had it before, you should get it. It's so awesome. Wow, I love it. I think yellowtail collar is so perfect to order as an addition to your sushi because I've come to learn that when you have different textures and tastes, it makes your dining experience all the better. So you want to have one dish at least that's like cooked fish. And this, even if I have any of the sushi, I love it. All I need is just the rice, the salad, and we're good to go, like a complete meal. Really tasty stuff. So it's completely up to you. You come to this restaurant, you can choose the all-you-can-eat menu, or you can choose the 50% off menu, depending on which you think is better for you. I mean, it's gonna have a lot of awesome selections. So yes, it's here in Little Tokyo at Tokyo Haus. Last but not least, we have La La Sushi, located in Studio City. This is more of an a la carte sushi restaurant, but they do offer an all-you-can-eat menu, which includes everything from oysters to sushi nigiri. Priced at $60 a person, this is the most expensive all-you-can-eat sushi menu you're gonna find in Los Angeles. But like I said, stick with the premium items because if you do, you are certainly going to get your money's worth. And they have a lot of really good premium items here at this restaurant. Look at how fancy these rolls are. They even have this thing called the Toro Dragon Roll. I don't eat toro that often in sushi rolls, so this is pretty elevated. I can tell just by looking at the sushi that this is definitely a la carte quality caliber sushi. So me personally, I would pay more money to eat all-you-can-eat sushi and get really nice fish than to really be cheap and get lousy fish. You see, you're really going to get good stuff here. I came at a pretty good time because when you come during the weekdays, especially right when they open, it's not terribly busy. And like I said, since this is an a la carte restaurant, they have a really big menu full of a lot of great Japanese foods. But if you don't want that and you want to go all you can eat, good news, they got it for you here. You see, here's another reason why you should get the premium $59.95 because you can get stuff like raw oysters. This is super fresh. I can even smell it. So if you guys like appetizers, I would suggest you get something like the yellowtail collar. This is something that I feel is like always good for any Japanese meal occasion. So yes, it's pretty much yellowtail collar and it comes with ponzu sauce, delicious. And another really great appetizer, the baked mussels. Yes, I get this all the time and this looks a little fancier than the ones I've seen in the other AYCE experiences. Maybe what I'll do is go ahead and get started with some of these raw oysters because these, yeah, you should eat all the way in the beginning because it's so refreshing. It's kind of like that food that really gets you ready for the rest of this meal. So yes, let's do it. That melts in your mouth. Now I feel like I'm in an oyster house. But of course it's more Japanese flavored because it has that ponzu sauce over it. So refreshing and so fresh. I don't know if you guys are into oysters because some people are really not. If you're not, completely okay. But if you are, they actually have it on the menu. Isn't that pretty cool? Ponzu sauce adds tremendous sweet flavor to this. I feel like I can just order that as my lunch special and be so happy with it. If you haven't had a yellowtail collar, you should try it. You really should. And we got our rolls as well, starting with the lemon roll. Now this is the one I always like to get. So lemon roll has tempura, blue crab inside, cucumber, as well as those lemon wedges on top. Wow, now this is pretty crazy. This is the Toro Dragon roll. So you heard that right. You got some Toro on top with avocado, cucumber, tobiko. You know, the tobiko comes in 3 different colors. How nice. And then down here, we have their Haus special roll, the La La roll. So this has salmon underneath as well as avocado, real blue crab, not imitation. Some tobiko on top, and this whole thing is seared to perfection. And this one on the menu is called Albacore Troika. That is a name I've never heard of before. This one has no rice, just like it sounds. There's albacore outside, and it looks like there's avocado inside, along with some of that blue crab and some lemon wedges. So in here we got the salmon on top and some crab, shrimp tempura. I just love that piece of lemon on top of it. Yes, I actually do eat that piece. That's right on top of it. It's okay, perfectly safe. Yeah, so that is something that's like my new favorite roll whenever I go to a sushi restaurant. But then again, look how fancy these rolls can get, like the Toro Dragon roll. Since it's fatty tuna on top, it will just melt in your mouth. It's like so rich. So here's a roll I would definitely get again when I come to this restaurant. And for sure, based on what I'm tasting right now, I definitely will be back to this restaurant. It is pretty superb so far. Wow, so smoky. It's like so much very tiny pieces of that tobiko that's on top. Can you see it? Kind of? I know, it's a little bit hard to see, but it's just like so much of it all over the sushi roll. I don't know if I've ever had a sushi roll with so much of this tobiko, these eggs on top. Hey, but it's very tasty though. It tastes very grainy in your mouth, in a good way though. Now here we go with the baked mussels. Now I think this is one of the lighter color ones that I've seen, because usually when I've had baked mussels, it's like pretty dark, like caramelized dark. I think that's really as fresh as it can get for an all-you-can-eat experience. Because I've had this at times where it kind of tasted a little bit old, but this one has that nice chew to it. Yeah, for sure, you should definitely get it. And by the way, they do have this house-made ponzu sauce here that a lot of people request. So if you don't want the traditional soy sauce wasabi, here's another thing you could dunk a lot of your sushi in, whether it's the rolls or the nigiri. Okay, that works. Well, it makes the sushi really sweet, like citrusy sweet. So this is my nigiri platter. Up there, that's albacore, sweet shrimp, and then we also have some Spanish mackerel, very good stuff, and some toro, which is fatty tuna, and that one is the jumbo scallop, the hotate, and then some bluefin tuna, and all the way to the bottom, yellowtail, and salmon to the right. And the pieces are cut so thick too. I mean, it really looks like it came out of an a la carte sushi restaurant. Oh yeah, I can already tell. This is really one of the top all-you-can-eat sushi menus I've had in LA. The $59.95 is definitely the way to go because you get stuff like sweet shrimp. It almost tastes like eating a shrimp fillet. That's how soft that thing is. If you guys have never had sweet shrimp before, try it. You're missing out because it's like one of the best sushis that you can eat. By the way, what sushis do you usually like to get when you go to a sushi restaurant? Drop it in that comment section. I would love to know more about you guys. Even that Spanish mackerel is like, wow. Because I've had Spanish mackerel and an all-you-can-eat where it kind of tasted a little fishy, you know what I'm talking about? But this one, so clean tasting and so soft too. I mean, I can't believe this is an all-you-can-eat menu. This thing tastes amazing. Can you tell how excited I am? Rich and melt in your mouth. mean, that's the way I describe toro all the time because I don't know what else to say about it. It's just really good toro. And did I tell you that they have this really awesome kizami wasabi they give you with the meal? It'll really make that soy sauce flavor feel more organic or fresher. You know, something about it just tastes better. So yeah, you should definitely request it and put it in your soy sauce. No complaints about that one too. That jumbo scallop, so soft, so much flavor. Tastes just like something out of the sea. I mean, it is out of the sea, but you know what I'm saying, right? I think these are some of the thickest cuts of fish I've seen in an all-you-can-eat, so they don't get cheap on you, and that's really a good thing. Let me tell you that. I'm so happy right now. Yellowtail also tastes like toro in many ways, in that it's soft, melts in your mouth. It's almost like describing a strawberry because it's like, I can kind of describe what a strawberry tastes like, but if you've never had it before, how can I really describe it? You just have to, you know, try it in order to experience the different flavors of it. Most of the time when I go to sushi restaurants, even in buffets, it's like, how could you go wrong with salmon? Yeah, so this one, no different. Just really good salmon. So if you guys like salmon, you should get it. And I also have to have my eel as well. This is the freshwater eel, the unagi. Gotta get it all the time, 100% of the time. I like that eel sauce over it. It's pretty sweet, but the eel has been cooked perfectly. You know, toasted perfectly. It's very soft. I don't know if you guys have eel before, but it's really one of those things that you should get to complete a sushi experience. I feel like if this entire sushi platter were made of eel, I can still go at it and be very happy. Here we go, round number 2. I know I shouldn't be using my stomach space for this, but I'm really in the mood for some miso soup. Let's try it. Ooh, octopus. Okay, and maybe some of that egg as well. You see? You can really have fun with this thing. And so round 2 begins. This is the spicy tuna over crispy rice, and it looks like there's avocado, jalapeno, and some spicy mayo on tops. Very good. Since it's pretty cold out there, gotta have some of that soup to warm me up a little bit, right? You know, it's like a very typical miso soup. Actually, you're not supposed to drink it with a spoon. Traditionally, Japanese, like that. Now here's something that's super popular in LA, especially on Ventura Boulevard, the spicy tuna over crispy rice. So I guess I should get it just to fit with the theme, right? Oh, that rice is really crispy, and it kind of has like a chewiness to it too. I don't know if you guys are spicy tuna fans. I mean, me personally, it's not like my number one choice, but hey, if it's part of the AYCE menu, I'll definitely try it. And here is my second nigiri platter. So we got some amberjack, premium item, and that is octopus. I always like to get that. And that's salmon belly, as well as some kampachi, as well as tamago, which is sweet egg. That amberjack is really good too. So I would say that it's kind of crunchy, but in a very soft way, like a very light crunchiness. How about some octopus to kind of balance out the textures, right? Don't you just love the crunchy chewiness of that octopus? Now, not another one of my big choices, but you know, I just like variety, try something new each time. Okay, now here's a really top choice for me, the salmon belly. Look how fatty that thing looks. So this is like the toro of salmon. Wow, that one tastes richer than the other salmon and crunchier too. Now I want to let you guys know that just because there's limitation on the premium items, it doesn't mean that you can not order more. I mean, you could order more if you're willing to pay the additional price, because after all, this is an a la carte restaurant, so you know, most of the time people are paying a la carte prices for all of this food. But what I'm showing you is their special all-you-can-eat menu. So one of the sweeter tasting eggs that I've had. I mean, after all, it's called sweet egg, so they're supposed to taste like this, right? If you see a blue crab hand roll on the menu, you should get it. I mean, look at this one. Wow, it looks like it came out of like sugarfish or kazunori. How nice. So I would say this is definitely one of top 2 all-you-can-eat sushis that I've had in LA. It's definitely the top one I've had in the San Fernando Valley. So yes, if you are in the Valley or perhaps you're in downtown LA and you want to drive over here, you're willing to spend 60 bucks, you're going to get some pretty premium stuff. So I would recommend definitely max out the premium stuff. I mean, they taste a lot better than the non-premium stuff, obviously, but you're going to get really some of the best sushi you'll find in any all-you-can-eat menu. Well, there you have it with 3 must-try all-you-can-eat sushi spots in Los Angeles. Now keep in mind that these aren't the only 3 restaurants to eat all-you-can-eat sushi, but if you start with these 3, you're gonna have a pretty fabulous time. Well, drop that comment so you can let me know if you've been to any of these sushi restaurants or which one you would most prefer. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next food adventure.